Looking for some action?
Yeah.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most compelling, realistic and/or impactful stories about sex workers.
Comment vous appelez-vous?
Bel Deour.
Oh, c'est charmant.
Number 10, Anora.
Je crois que tu es plus occupé.
No, I'm 23.
Ah, wow.
Not only did it win Best Picture, Anora charted an emotional, tense, and sometimes funny journey for the title character. A stripper is hired by a Russian oligarch's son, with the two living life and marrying in a short time. Mickey Madison gives an Oscar-winning performance as a hard-working woman masking a complicated interior.
What about 4 or 5 or 6?
Today this could be the greatest day of our lives.
You promised to love. She also plays well opposite a fantastic ensemble, putting her role through the paces in slapstick and dramatic scenes. The plot takes many turns as henchmen and family try to annul the marriage. From the exciting opening to a haunting finish, the story grips you with its natural acting and engaging direction.
This car is very you.
Do you like it?
No.
Number 9, Hardcore.
Have you ever seen any pornographic movies, Jake?
No.
You know what a hardcore movie is?
Yeah, it's like a stag film, huh?
Yeah. Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
In Paul Schrader's Hardcore, the main character tries to find his missing daughter Kristen. Jake Van Dorn is a religious man, confronting his own beliefs as he descends into a foreign world of adult film. It's full of some disturbing sequences that include Van Dorn learning the truth about Kristen's whereabouts. George C. Scott gives a realistic depiction of a conservative father that's lost touch with changing times.
I have an idea how to find Kristen. I have a plan, but I have to be alone.
What'll I tell the others?
He also receives help in his investigation from a sex worker played by Susan Hubley. Scott and Hubley do great work, playing opposites that come to understand each other's humanity. Schrader's gritty tale confronts deep questions about sexuality, parenthood, and identity.
I'm with people who love me now. You robbed my life.
Oh, God, baby, I do love you.
Number 8, Mona Lisa.
You're gonna tell me where you want to go?
The Lambert. Jesus.
Sorry.
Didn't they tell you that? You meant to be my date, not my minicab driver.
Bob Hoskins plays a ex-con George that needs a job, settling for driving an escort around town. His hero grows closer to the sex worker Simone. Hoskins plays all the nuances of his character, giving audiences a gangster with a heart of gold. The movie dwells in a few stereotypes around subject matter, but ultimately builds something more profound.
Jesus! Why am I doing this?
Because I asked you.
No.
Because you like me. You fancy me. But having me is nothing, George. Any prick can have me.
Shut up!
I'm screwed by old men so fat I have to lift myself onto them.
Kathy Tyson is an important piece of the acting puzzle, delivering in moving moments with her co-star. The central partnership also makes for an underrated film pair. Much more than a B-movie, Mona Lisa also features an emotional look at a sometimes dangerous business.
You would have done it, wouldn't you? You would have done it! I'm just another f***ing bunter to you.
Number 7, Jean Dilman, 23 quai de commerce, 1080 Bruxelles.
Alors, à la semaine prochaine.
Director Chantal Akerman's lengthy masterpiece is not for the casual viewer. It's more focused on the quiet aspects of daily life than the dramatic ones. The title character goes about her day, doing routine chores before being paid for sex. Jean Dilman doesn't feature much dialogue or much of a traditional plot. It examines the life of a woman without sensationalizing her, with subtle discoveries along the way. While there is a shocking climax, the bulk of the narrative asks the viewer to sit quietly with the heroine. Akerman leaves you to guess Dilman's motives, making this project loaded with subtext. The pace might scare some people away, but it's a deliberate choice to put you in the character's frame of mind. Number 6, Bel Deour.
On va être heureux tous les deux, je te promets.
Luis Buñuel is known for surreal and unique dramas, with this being among his finest releases. Bel Deour finds Catherine Deneuve as a woman with free time. While her husband is away, Séverine decides to be a sex worker. Buñuel's twisty plot doesn't go where you think it will either.
Si tu voulais me confier ce qui t'embarrasse, je pourrais peut-être t'aider.
Mais te confier quoi?
Que tu aimes quelqu'un, Séverine.
Quelqu'un d'autre que toi?
Oui.
Je sais bien que c'est pas possible.
This examination of class, gender and sex still feels relative today. Deneuve does a wonderful job embodying a complicated role. Through intimate scenes, the protagonist finds out more about herself and her boundaries. It's a rewarding film that asks hard questions about taboo subjects.
Tu n'as pas d'argent?
De l'argent. C'est pas ça qui me manque.
Tu me fais peur.
Number 5, Glute.
Hi, I'm Bree.
Come in, please. I'm glad to know you, Bree.
You might not know the film, but you've probably heard of the stars. Donald Sutherland plays a detective looking for a missing man, with Jane Fonda as the call girl that aids his quest. Fonda's character Bree Daniels gives the plot a dynamic score. Through therapy sessions, she reveals her feelings between her job and her personal life.
You know, I've already told the police everything I know. I don't even remember the schlub. Yeah, they showed me that already.
Sutherland's hero John Glute starts to come out of his shell thanks to his new partner. While there's murder and intrigue, there's also a grounded look at people underneath it all. It defies cliches and feels more modern in its treatment of its female heroine.
Well, I guess I just realized that, that I don't really give a damn.
Rather than demonize the profession, the movie makes Daniels a three-dimensional woman with hopes and dreams. Number 4, My Own Private Idaho.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right.
Directed by Gus Van Sant, My Own Private Idaho examines the troubled lives of two male hustlers. Both experience inward and outward transformations throughout the story. River Phoenix gives what might be his finest performance, playing a narcoleptic at a crossroads.
I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel like I'm, well-adjusted.
What's a normal dad?
He's a sex worker that's both fragile and introspective. Keanu Reeves plays his travel partner and friend, bringing his own charm to the film. As a road movie and a Shakespeare adaptation, Van Sant's effort is something of an experimental drama.
My mom's house was blue. No, it was great. It was great.
The indie project blossoms into a heartfelt examination of love and friendship.
The world.
Number 3, Midnight Cowboy.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of my mind.
When Joe Buck heads for New York City, he hopes that he can become a hustler. The result is much more of a tragedy than a success story. John Voight perfectly plays a wide-eyed Texan that's too ambitious for his own good. After running into Rizzo, he finds a con man that's ultimately his only friend.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a bitch! You don't talk to me that way! Get out of here!
Buck's encounters bring all kinds of corrupt, complicated, and strange clients. Midnight Cowboy does not paint New York or sex work in a romantic light. However, the movie does feature two of the best performances of the 1960s. Voight and Dustin Hoffman bring their A-game, asking audiences to laugh and cry about failed dreams. Number 2, Taxi Driver.
All the animals come out at night. Someday a real rain will come and wash all this scum off the streets.
It's not just a movie with classic lines. Taxi Driver explores a disturbed cab driver living in New York City. Contemplating violence, Travis Bickle encounters a girl that's much too young for her work. Bickle then shifts his focus to freeing Jodie Foster's character Iris from her situation.
God, my whole family are air signs.
He's also a dope shooter.
So what makes you so high and mighty? Will you tell me that? Didn't you ever try looking at your own eyeballs in the mirror?
In a violent climax, the anti-hero squares off against pimps and clients. Martin Scorsese's iconic direction makes you feel trapped inside a twisted mind. With Robert De Niro's incredible choices, the film questions Bickle's attempts to be a savior. The whole story can be hard to watch, but it's ultimately a rewarding ride.
Are you a narc?
Do I look like a narc?
Yeah.
I am a narc.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Pretty Woman. A big-time businessman falls in love with an escort in this rom-com classic.
I want you to get too excited. It's only on loan.
Leaving Las Vegas. An alcoholic drinks to excess and a sex worker tries to stop him in a heartbreaking film.
Did you stop at a bar? Did you say something stupid to somebody stupid?
Absolutely not. No. I was defending the honor of some poor wayward maiden.
I bet you were.
Hustlers. The entertaining movie follows strippers swindle wealthy guests out of their money.
Going fishing doesn't mean you catch a marlin. And some of the guys didn't want to party.
Oh, no, thank you.
Come on, you don't. Are you sure?
I'm very sure, thank you. You don't want to see me after a couple of those, boy. Oh, boy.
And some of them caught on.
I can't, but this was fun.
Zola. From Twitter to the silver screen, this bizarre tale follows a stripper's southern odyssey.
My roommate just told me that he going out there tomorrow, and he asked me if I had any friends that want to make some money, and you the first bitch I thought of.
Damn, bitch. We just met yesterday and you already trying to take hoe trips together? When we leaving?
Be ready by 2.
The Florida Project. Sean Baker's immersive film about the desperate lives of people living in a Florida hotel.
And I'm being straight with you. Got settled up by Friday.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Boogie Nights.
You guys pay to watch it today? Yeah. You already done it tonight?
A couple times.
Then you can do it again.
In Paul Thomas Anderson's second feature, viewers witness the porn industry through the 1970s and 1980s. Mark Wahlberg plays a young man with big dreams and hidden talents. It's an explicit movie that delves into adult films from the casting process to production and beyond.
Gives me the freedom to develop the character and stuff like that. God, I don't know any other, director who would let an actor, do that.
The ensemble cast is one of the best of the decade. Each and every performer adds vital details to the story, giving the plot some unforgettable personalities. There's both the highs of partying and the lows of drug addiction. Both entertaining and tragic, Boogie Nights is an essential work that examines a subculture with sensitivity.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Where the is Ringo?
Did we forget another movie that tackles this subject? Let us know in the comments below.
I just gave up. Everything stopped. You
just disappeared.